So I wanted to start to share a distinction with you here, which is something to really think about and explore for yourself, which is profound in implication. Okay. And this is kind of a spiritual idea. This is kind of a psychology idea. It applies to both equally here. And this is the distinction between how you are when you are reaching for the resource in life, when you are extending and wanting and grasping to be resourced, versus how you are when you are fully resourced, when you're standing in the resource, when you've integrated the resource and you are expressing and acting from a resourced place. Who are you when you're reaching for the resource and don't feel resourced? And who are you when you feel resourced and you're expressing from that place? That's what I want you to start to think about here. So let me clarify a little bit because I know that's a bit vague and this language is a bit broad. So first of all, when I say resource, do I mean money and material things? No, not necessarily, although I don't want to minimize or dismiss that because that is a form of resourcing, let's be real. But it's not the only form of resourcing. And I think in our modern society and culture, we get really hung up and fixated on material resourcing. And that's an important thing. Again, I don't want to dismiss it, but there's a larger principle for you to see here, which is this relationship between problems and resources. Okay, so in my mind, really transformational work, whether we're talking spiritual transformation, psychological transformation, trauma healing, personal development work, really boils down to two things: problems and resources. And transformation is what happens when we take a resource, when we access a resource and bring it to the problem. That's what transforms life. That's what transforms life experience. Now, if you look around in the world we live in, you look around either online, all the crazy fucking interactions we see online, or even just out in the world physically. And even if you look back through history, if you really want to break it down, all the drama we see boils down to drama about resources. Again, we can take that really literally and mean, monetary resources or energy resources or, all of that, but also energetic, psychological, relational resources. Okay. So in the work that I do, this is a lot of the work is helping people to access resource states and integrate those resource states and transform their problems, transform their trauma, their fear, their hangups, their blocks, their obstacles by bringing the resource to the problem to transform the problem. Okay. So this is something I see deeply personally inside of each client I work with and has been a part of my own path, obviously. Now, I want you to really understand that there's such a huge difference in how you behave and how you see the world and how you feel, in how you think and how you process information when you are making the assumption that the resource is outside of you and something to be attained and grasped. Again, all the drama we see, is some flavor of who has the resource and who doesn't have the resource and how do I get the resource and what is the resource and I don't have enough of the resource. I keep feeling unresourced and, that's what human drama is. It's drama about resources in like a really simple way. But I want you to think about who you are when your cup is full. I want you to think about how you are when you're standing in that place of knowing it's all good and everything's fine and you are abundant and you're overflowing with well-being. Okay. Now, what I would say to you is, money or not, again, I'm not talking financial material here. You can resource yourself. You absolutely can resource yourself. You don't need to be in these weird, dramatic struggles to get the resource. And I would say being in a mindset of reaching for the resource but never acquiring it or integrating it is a habituated mindset that a lot of people fall into. And you don't have to stay habituated to that. You can simply learn and discover what the resource is that you need in the first place and how to cultivate it, how to create it, how to access it, how to find it, how to integrate it into your life and let that transform you. So that's my message to you for today.